$200 going for.
I'm just go ahead and close out Discord so I can hide that hood in the back and shit. Why is it still showing?
You went live already? I'm going live right now. What is going on YouTube? Today, me and Josan are doing a dodge roll only challenge on Arc Raiders. Shit, this shit's about to be fun as hell. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but just sit back and enjoy, because I don't even know how this is gonna go, but we'll see. Dude, I don't even know what to say.
This is gonna be
Dude, we cannot walk at all. We have to fight everybody. All we can do is dodge roll. We have to worry about stamina, because stamina is key in this game. So
if we take
it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be pretty freaking hard. So yeah, let's get into it, bro. Are we going in with free kits or what? All right, let's do free kits then. You think so? You don't think we should just do Salamantas because it's smaller?
Low key, extracting is gonna be so much harder if we don't do it like. I guess. Bro, you gotta see what I got out with last match, bro. Like, holy shit. I've got this Volcano 4 and an Andrew 4.
Damn.
I got a heavy shield on, with combat mark 3 aggressive on. Bro, jeez, whose ass did I kick? Alright, anyway. Let's get this shit, man. Alright, I'm so happy. And then I haven't even worked on my expedition, so like I'm only level 22. Level 22 is at least like 5 hours of gameplay though. So I am caught red-handed there.
Wait, so okay.
What?
I don't know. I don't know how long this is gonna take.
Bro, this can take hours. That's the worst part. This could take hours. You could never end up doing it. But we're gonna end
So
up
we did-
doing the challenge.
So we just have to at least kill one person and extract with some good shit.
We gotta kill everybody we run into.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
have
just
to
play
extract-
play like a normal game, but only dodge roll.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's tough, bro. That is tough. I think I honestly think we'll do pretty good. I gotta remember the mechanics, bro. To be honest, I haven't played this game in a while. So dodge roll is control, right?
Every time I Bro,
All right, so
Pharaoh, bro.
oh, dodge roll is R. Oh, so you have to move forward to dodge roll. Wait, are you in yet? Oh, I see now. Yeah, so you have to move forward and dodge roll. I don't know. We could actually do something until we run out of stamina, bro. We can't run away when we see people.
I know we gotta fight.
Oh no!
Oh.
Bro, this is damn near impossible. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to make my other.
Press the button.
Oh! Fuck! Go, go, go! Oh my god, bro, this is so tough. Oh my gosh, bro.
We can keep dogging.
Wait, I forgot my. Okay, okay. I gotta know. Bro, this. I don't know. Stella Montes might be impossible just because of the fucking arc, bro. This is hard. It's okay, though.
We're gonna get the fact that we haven't found anybody.
Wait.
Really wrong.
I accidentally just took some steps. Bro, it's because you have to take a step before you can dodge roll. That's what I'm saying. You have. Nah, you have to like take a step and then dodge roll. I mean, it's still hard. Don't get me wrong. Are you dodge rolling with your thumb right now, or what are you doing? That shit's hard. My fingers aren't big enough for that. Oh shit. Alright. I need to make control dodge roll probably. Hold on, I need to make control. Yeah, I need to make control of my dodge roll though real quick. Oh shit. Dude, I can't. I need to get over there. I can't even peek a corner. Wait, can we? No, bro. No. There's no way. This is not possible. Try to crawl over to me. Yeah, for sure. I can't. It's looking at me. Fuck! Dude, it's over. It's over. It's over. Oh no! It's over. Oh, it's over. It's over. No, it's over. Oh my gosh, bro. That's impossible. That is impossible, bro. There's no way. There's literally no way. We can't go Salamantas. Hell no. Dude. There's no way we can do Salamantas, sir.
We gotta do like Buried City or something. No,
hold on, let me make.
City has too many. We need the cover, actually, yeah.
For this challenge, I need to make like. I need to make my tab or something. Let's see, dodge roll. What's W? Well, then you can't dodge roll left and right, can you?
Oh yeah.
I'm just putting it on shift. I'm putting it on sprint. All right. Let's do it. Bro, I don't. Yeah, I don't know if this is possible.
As soon as I got shot and I couldn't see the guys, and I had to dodge on the cover, but there was really no cover because where the cover was.
Nothing here to see, just plots on rails. Raiders take your seat, watching you fly.
Yeah, I don't know how possible this is, really.
On the scale of 1 out of 10 is probably like on the scale of 1 to 10 on a possibility list is probably like 2 or 3. This shit's not that possible. This is not an easy challenge at all.
Bro, it's hard to do the dodge roll, bro. You got to be able to at least take one step. Yeah, because you're better at computers than I am. I'm trying, bro. Yeah, this is
Are we going outside?
Bro,
We're not even
this
going
is-
the right way.
this is insane, bro.
You gotta
This is wild.
Yeah, I gotta switch this like the rest oh my god, I gotta switch
But I think the challenge should just be trying to exfil. Like, we just go just straight to an exfil.
Nah, bro,
We gotta kill at least one person, right? Bro, I don't know how easy this is gonna be. Bro, this is wild.
oh no, this thing takes forever to get anywhere, bro.
Bro, look at you, bro.
We're gonna have to.
Oh, that makes it better. Probably. Oh! Wow. I didn't even have my thing on. Watch out! Bro, this is wild. This is wild. Oh my god, I got a kinetic converter.
Really?
Legendary.
Give me that. You can't do that.
What did you say? I can't hear you. I don't have a ferret. I got a stitcher. Yeah, I do. It's on the stitcher right now. What? Here, I'll give it to you. Here, it's in here. I'm serious. Oh, I just took steps though. We gotta quit. This is tough, man. Bro, dodge roll over there. Oh my gosh. I'm sped, dude. For real. What? Oh, yeah. Nah, I just need shield. It's hard as fuck. Yeah, it is. I'm using my pinky like hella now. I'm gonna have like a strong ass fucking pinky. Oh God, bro. Been where? No, I think it's me. Yeah, I'm on the same floor as you. No. No, you don't have to be so rude about it. It was probably you. Oh, there is only 11 minutes left. We're gonna have to extract what? Extract failures? Yeah, let's kill somebody in the extract.
You wanna wait? We gotta go to the last.
Let's head home at the Eastern Station.
Oh my God, 400 meters? I don't even think we're gonna extract, dude. Oh yeah, somebody ziplined right here.
An ARC orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza. I repeat, 10
Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm dead.
Looks like you do.
I got some. A lot. I got 8. Yeah, I don't even know if we're gonna extract, bro. You wanna loot before?
Stupid.
As we're currently looting. Are you good on bandages? Okay, me too. Oh yeah. Wait, I think I have a zip line. Yeah, I have a zip line. I don't know, I think I always had it. I'm just didn't look. Wait, I'm gonna use the zip line to get closer. We go in through there, right? Oh shit. How do we get down?
Head home at the highway overpass hatch.
Get down over here.
Bombardier. There.
Yeah.
Arc on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find your way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
They had free kids. There might be somebody on the other side. I don't know if I just seen a robot or if it was somebody. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody's coming. Yeah, we are some rats.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do when we can only dodge, bro, right? All right, we should just call it. I don't think anybody's coming. Yeah, well, at least we exfilled, but that was a failed attempt. It's okay though. It's okay though.
We gotta go back in with everything that we brought from last match instead of free kid this time. We're gonna free kid the hero this shit.
Yeah.
We gotta get some.
Already lacking, right?
Eventually. Wait, so use the same one as last, or same kid as last game? All right, bet. Same kid as last game.
Spool the chargers. Press 4, 2, 3, no time to quit. You're out.
That's really what we should have put on.
I mean, I'm only level 22, so I can't.
All right, let's do this shit. I forgot you're crazy as fuck for trying this shit at the level you're at. What did you say?
This is Sharp.
You can use it. Oh, yeah.
On a crate. Deliver it to a field depot so we can try to crack it open.
I'll put it in my safe pocket. All right. What are we gonna try to do? Kill somebody first and then go? Oh fuck! Yeah, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Oh, up there.
Oh,
Raider, over there.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Bro, this is so. Do that. Yeah, I don't. Why?
Not a smart move.
Oh shit. Somebody died?
Oh, I'll take it. Oh, now, nigger. Where is he?
yeah.
I don't think we can do it. Was it only them or was there more?
Other guy.
Bro, I don't,
Them shits, it's him coming back.
dude, I don't know what to do, bro. Oh, there's a fucking spider.
Oh, fuck.
Something just blew up to our right.
I see guys. Get ready to run, get ready.
We got one shot. Oh, it's over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, dude.
No, that reload is ridiculous, yo.
Bro, that's
I'm trying
That's
to
so
reload for
tough.
like 12 minutes, yo.
I got one shot. I wasn't ready, I ain't gonna lie. I was distracted.
I told you like 20 times.
You said get ready, they're here, and then they were right there. Alright. It's all good, bro. All we gotta do is get a kill and extract, bro. My only dodge roll.
Like it's easy. I've done it already.
It's hard, bro. It's so hard.
I was so scared.
That's hilarious.
And you said you got one shot at it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I did. I didn't have no shield.
I turned and I didn't even see you shooting nothing. And I was like, no.
Minimer said, if you actually do the challenge, I'm gonna gift you. Dude, I don't even know if this challenge is so. I am not comp enough at this game for this challenge, bro. No cap. I don't even dodge roll really whenever I play, bro. I just peek corners. My motor function in my pinky is not that good. Alright.
Oh my god.
And I can make bandages.
There.
Dude, this is hard as fuck. To help hit 1,000 followers and 800 viewers.
Use the University Metro entrance.
Oh, somebody's in the entrance. Oh my god. Wait, are we allowed to slide or no? Bro, they're gonna hear the fuck out of us. Are we not? They might wait on us. Oh, we're right here, bro. We're literally right here. Oh my gosh. Dang it, that could have been our chance.
Let's bait it.
I got you, bro. I'll add you after this. Wait, you're going up or what? Is that you? This yeah, dude. Squad mode will be insane. Everybody, all 4 people would have to fucking do it. That's insane. Dude, we literally had our chance right there and we couldn't make it. That's crazy. I kind of hate that.
Let's go to the parking garage.
Should we go zipline or zone? All we have to do is get a kill, bro. And then extracts. We just need to get like a shitter. Like a couple of fucking shitters and then we can be good. Oh damn! Somebody has an osprey, not an osprey, but a yeah. Oh, they're like right here. Wait, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a What was that? I didn't know it was zip line. Oh wow. Squad mode would be insane.
In there.
They're in there? Oh my god. Of course. It's okay. We need to go try to kill those people. Oh, there's a Rocketeer, bro? Dude, there's no way. Where? Oh, there's two. Left. In front. Yeah. I can't get a good angle on this shit because I'm dead. Yeah, there's one right there. Oh my gosh. Nah, we gotta do it in squads, bro.
I repeat, 10 minutes.
We gotta do it in squads. These guys are tryhards, though.
No, they're tryhards.
Hey, you're stuck.
How? Wait.
Bro, it's stuck to you, bro.
Was it?
Yeah, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, it's gonna take so long, bro. Dude, the only way. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. The only way is gonna be like complete shitters.
That's the only way, bro. This is like, this is impossible.
This is crazy.
You know how hard it is to get an angle, bro? Oh my god.
Bro, I literally, all I need to take is like one little step, bro, and I can get an angle. Like, this is bad.
Instead, you gotta dodge for like 10 fucking feet.
Bro, this is bad.
It's so hard.
Oh my god.
This is so hard. What the fuck? Like, what I was getting myself into. Ow.
Jimmy, pick up phase 4 is go time.
You know, make your foot roll up so I can smash while I'm sitting here crying about this game? And Gushers, that would be good too. Some Cheez-Its, Goldfish, Swedish Fish, Twizzlers. Nice little palate.
Is that hospital? That's in a bad spawn. Nobody does?
We haven't seen people in
Over there.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is kill somebody and then try to extract. It's probably the best way. With our guns. We're just gonna have to get some shitters, bro. I don't even think we can catch up to people. That's gonna be the hardest thing.
so much has to fall in line.
They just set off a thing.
By the Arbusto Tower.
Is that where they are? Oh, watch out. Why is it coming right for us?
There.
There's a battery. Oh yeah, we can't dodge roll with it, huh? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, I just seen somebody. Oh, how does it see me? Oh, shit. You can search the chimney? What? Oh, I just fell too. I didn't take too much damage though. I hit a little ledge before I hit the ground.
Spotter.
I need heals.
Let me revive, bro.
Yeah. Gotta land on this. Yeah, this is hard, bro. Dude, what? Alright, let's try to make it over there. Do these give you anything? People!
I know.
Oh gosh, this is our chance. You can't get them. Oh, that's an anvil. You want it? Where's the stairs at? Oh, over there. I don't hear him. Might only been one guy. in there. Oh, is he above it, you think? He's above. He's like up here.
Over there.
I hear him. Behind you.
Why was
This
there
is
no
impossible.
audio? This shit is so hard. How did these Where were they?
I don't know, bro. But this shit is hard as fuck.
Jeez.
This is so hard.
I couldn't even get an angle to actually shoot at him. I just had to keep rolling. That's the worst part, the angling shit. God damn it. This shit is insane.
Yo, sent hype, bro. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it.
To look for the econ pickup.
Three squad raiders, Raider 524, let's go.
Looking in your fridge?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I'm thinking about getting some pizza or something.
but I'm telling you, I was about to get some halal. Man, I found something on BOGO right now.
It's okay. We just started. Oh, for trying. Thank you, bro. I mean, it's hard, bro. I can't even begin to get a shot off. Not gonna lie.
Go to the Grandioso Apartments.
There is one on fire, so there's got to be people that went to apartments. Nice. Let's see if there's bandages in here. Found a legendary item. Raider hatch key. Oh my god. Oh my god, this might be our... Wait, this might be our game. No way, actually. This is kind of crazy.
If we don't kill anyone.
I know, but if we kill somebody, we got a Raider hatch key. I'm getting spotted. I need help! Ah! I'm rolling, bro. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I don't stream often, but I'm gonna start streaming every day because this is like not my first stream, but I'm gonna start streaming every day. So. Oh, that's it. Thank you. Hey, oh, damn. I found 2 legendary trinkets, bruh. Can't do shit with them unless we get out of here. Damn, bro, I almost died to Ark. I had to lock in for a second. Yeah, bro, my pinky's getting hella action, bro. Give me some bandages. Give me some bandages. Alright, I keep finding shit that's like worth a lot of money. Let's use this. Let's use one of these. Oh, there's a door right here? Buried Settle Residential Master Key. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Could I order pizza right now and while in the game? I'm playing.
A Raider flare. Let's move to that location. Let's go to that location.
This is hella dodge rolling. I think our best way is to become a rat, bro. Yeah. I think we're both honestly gonna have to shoot at the same person. Oh my god. That's crazy, bro. Alright, we need to try to get cleaned up, bro.
Spotter, there.
It's definitely possible to double an exfil, but dude, it's impossible to kill somebody. Oh fuck, what the hell? I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Orbiter is en route. Safe window is closing.
Yeah, I'm dead as fuck. I got 11 bullets. 19 bullets. Yeah. This is tough as fuck. I got 19. Well, we could just exfil this one. I do. I do.
Head home at the Old Town Hatch.
I'm going to the hatch. Wait, is there one closer? No, that's it. I'm going to it. Catch me at the hatch. Dodge roll, motherfucker. Low key, if I get out with this, it's not bad. I got 40,000 worth. That's not bad. Well, I know. I'm not gonna say it's a completed challenge, but it's pretty good. We should honestly change it, like, kill a person or 80,000 or 100,000 between both of us. Well, that's hard. Really? Wait, is this not the hatch? Bro, what the fuck?
Head home at the old town.
I went to your fucking... Bro. Oh my god, I went to your ping thinking it was my ping, bro. Why do you even have a ping on here, bro? You shouldn't even have a ping on here. And you didn't even tell me that I was going to the wrong one, bro. You're a terrible teammate. Bruh. And you didn't say nothing still? We're just dodge rolling away. Oh, there's a fucking spider. And he's right on me. Yeah, just kill a fucking leaper.
All raiders, we have clock on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Kill the leaper with what? No, bro, nobody's done that. No, you haven't. No, you haven't, bro. Whatever, bro. Whatever. We're gonna complete this challenge. Never.
Leave a like on the stream. Leave a 1 if you think I should get some hello.
I'm about to just pick up this pizza, no cap. Should we just end the video there for right now? You said what? It's an hour-long video, bro. Dude, this shit is not possible. fraud?
Yeah.
Well, I got other stuff to do, like play Madden. I am. I'm not lying. I'm Caleb. Hmm? What? Bro, I don't even know what you're saying, bro. What?
See?
Bro, how? All right, it's $38 for pickup, and it is $46. Wait. Yeah, it's a lot more. Gotta do pickup, man. Just gotta go get it, man. I'm gonna take one off. Wait, it's only $38 if you add 2 pizzas, so I gotta get 2. Or it's $32 with no pizzas. Or with only 1. Alright guys, we're definitely gonna come back to this challenge, but sadly, like, I don't even know if this is possible, so yeah, bro. Fuck. This is the. I just ended my stream. Yeah, you keep going. I'm gonna go make a Madden video and get this pizza.
Almost PC.
A little bit. Bro, get pizza. Or you can have some pizza. I mean, if you don't want pizza, then. Alright, bro. Good luck on this shit.
in Stella Montes though, I gotta be more careful where I go. I can only go in like certain areas probably. Just a better idea because realistically, trying to fuck around at the lobby area is not gonna work out for me. I mean maybe, but probably. This challenge is really fucking hard. You can try it yourself. I just be prepared to like raise a lot.
I'm kind of in a hurry, so help yourself.
Tip 4 is back online. Discharge for bomb. 2-3 is on hold.
Hopefully by the time this match is over, we'll have food on the way. I'm gonna give this shit at least a few more tries. It's not gonna be easy.
Shani here. You're looking for shipping containers labeled J. Cosmo. That's all the help I can offer.
Why'd you even try that?
Sorry, man.
Oh, okay. GG's, boy.
Damn. Golly. Fuck. Alright. Challenge could have been done right there. Got a kill, got the fuck out of there. Nope. I sold. I sold everything. Fuck. You know, I mean, at least you didn't throw me a hard R. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them,
Closing rails. Reruns. Go, Portland. Send the chargers.
Not everybody gonna play it exactly like you. It's kind of the whole point in playing it enough so the game can tailor your lobbies towards your play style.
This is Apollo. Did you bring those grenades, Raider? My new designs look great on. I'll need someone to chuck them at some machines to know.
That fucking Pharaoh guy, I couldn't hold a fucking angle in that fucking tight ass room. Holy shit. Right fucking there, man. That was impossible. It would be easy if I didn't go in with like nothing. I'm going in with nothing. Literally nothing.
Visitors, Raiders, up the list. Pods are open. Launching now.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oops. Thank you, Spencer, for whenever you dropped in, bro. I appreciate you for letting me know I'm low. God Let's get up there. I can't dodge real fast enough. This guy's got a motherfucker. Bro, holy shit. This is unbelievably ridiculously hard. Even if you can time the dodge rolls, bro, it's hardly anything you can do. Fuck me, man. Alright. If I could beat this shit before my time.
Closing the rail.
But God knows that shit ain't happening, man. We'll see though.
Yeah, I'm in water though.
Chill, bro.
GG, bro.
Fuck, man, that's so. Listen. And this motherfucker Johnny is taking forever with my order. I'ma need that shit like pronto on the leg. Necesito, cuz I'm hungry as they get. Please.
Force back online. Discharge from Bob. 2-3 on hold.
Catching the play or something. Is he getting gas? It don't even look like he getting gas. No, he might be. Yeah, he getting gas. He getting gas, but he need to come home. I swear, y'all feeling me good.
New visitors, raiders, off the list. Pods are open. Launching now.
Yeah, bro, this shit feels kinda... I can't do shit because I'm dodge rolling everywhere. not gonna happen now, is it? God, like, god damn it.
Closing records, 3 rounds. Go, let's fit the charges.
You can't really do it. You gotta just sit still and hope somebody runs in your line of sight. Because when you dodge roll, guess what? You can't shoot. When you land from your dodge roll, guess what? You're probably at a shitty angle, so you can't shoot. cover to go. Nothing, bro. Nothing. It was all fucked from the moment I fucking pressed start. waiting on me to try and go live my life. Like, what the fuck? What are we camping? I'm just trying to chill, bro. I got a dodge roll everywhere in the first place. Hopefully. Didn't even know shredders could spawn in here. Why? Fuck this challenge, bro. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Medical emergency 26, paramedics needed.
This is not an easy challenge at all. I'm gonna get ready to find something to watch. Oh fuck. I didn't think about that. In the studio every day, I won't ever stop. Yeah, fuck that. Huh. What should we watch? Low key, this is a decent video. I've always thought about this. How much time has canonically passed in One Piece?
One Piece is very long, literal decades at this point, almost 30 years, but how long has Luffy actually been on his journey in universe? Have you ever thought about that? Like, would you believe it if I told you that Luffy became an Emperor of the Sea only a couple of months after setting sail again? Or that the 2-year time skip is actually more than 4 times the rest of the series combined? What I want to do with you today is track Luffy's journey day by day as closely as we can, taking in every piece of evidence from dialogue to the actual phases of the moon that we see in the background to see exactly how long One Piece has taken so far in the actual One Piece world. And let's start, of course, from the very day that Luffy departs from Fuchsia Village. Immediately after setting sail, Luffy gets sucked into a giant whirlpool, hides in a barrel, and then pops out and rescues Kobe. And I really hope that he would have only been in that barrel for a couple of hours. One Piece is very long, literal decades at this point, almost 30 years, but how long has Luffy actually been on his journey in universe? Have you ever thought about that? Like, would you believe it if I told you that Luffy became an Emperor of the Sea only a couple of months after setting sail again? Or that the 2-year time skip is actually more than 4 times the rest of the series combined? What I want to do with you today is track Luffy's journey day by day as closely as we can, taking in every piece of evidence from dialogue to the actual phases of the moon that we see in the background to see exactly how long One Piece has taken so far in the actual One Piece world. And let's start, of course, from the very day that Luffy departs from Fuchsia.
This is actually like, I wonder how deep he's able to go into it, because using the moon and dialogue is crazy. Like, you can go based off of like, for example, it's difficult because Zoro doesn't sleep, and Zoro is one of the first members on the crew, obviously. So it's really hard to compass when, you know what I'm saying, it's been night, when it's been day. He only sleeps during the day. So realistically, that's one of the only ways you can tell whether or not it's been a day as well, because he sleeps throughout the daytime and they have to usually wake him up. But that's only in pre-time skip saga and in Egghead in post-time skip. Oh shit, I'm muted. Oops.
Into a giant whirlpool, Usha Village. Immediately after setting sail, Luffy gets sucked into a giant whirlpool, hides in a barrel, and then pops out and rescues Kobe. And I really hope that he would have only been in that barrel for a couple of hours at most, because surely he would have just run out of oxygen otherwise, right? He then spends a day in Shelltown picking up Zoro, another day in Orangetown beating up Buggy, and one more day on the Islands of Rare Animals hanging out with the...
Is this canon? I remember this guy. I don't know if he's canon or not. Because also, I think canonically Buggy came to hang out with this guy too. Maybe? I can't remember.
Canonically best One Piece character, Gaimon. But already here, we start running into a real problem with trying to map out the exact length of Luffy's journey. You might not know this, but Oda rarely actually gives us an exact travel time between different islands, so it's very often unknown whether a full day has passed at sea or entire weeks or even months. And on the other side of things, Oda doesn't actually show it being nighttime in the Romance Dawn or Orangetown arcs at all, which kind of means that people could argue that some of the islands even take place on the very same day. But then again, the East Blue is a really big place, and
there's no way Skypiea happened in one day. Skypiea was ridiculous. Bro, that was like 80 episodes.
I don't really think it's reasonable to assume that Luffy and Zoro had that kind of crazy light speed on their little like dinghy thing here. Also, no, it hasn't been that long yet to get to Syrup Village, because Luffy gets there within a week of beginning his journey, placing those events on day 6 or 7 of when he first set out. And while Syrup Village is not usually celebrated as people's, favorite arc, when it comes to tracking One Piece's timeline, it turns out that Syrup Village is absolutely excellent. For starters, it's our first ever 2-day arc. Luffy stops Kuro's plan overnight, and since it's nighttime, we get the first appearance of this video's real hero, the moon. Oda actually emphasizes the moon in chapter 28, even naming the chapter itself Crescent Moon. And the lunar phases, assuming that they follow the same length as lunar phases in the real world, are one of the best tools for trying to actually specify how many days actually occur between.
So he's tryhard, bro. He's genuinely like tryharding this to his best ability, which honestly, there's no other way to keep tabs of this, bro. I've watched One Piece. Okay, let me give y'all some insiders on my head, right? Hold on, sorry. Let me go. $7. I've watched One Piece 5. I'm on my 6th watch. 5 times though. I've watched One Piece 5 times and I'm on my 6th watch, and I still can't tell how long it's taken for him to get from fucking where he started to where he is now. Technically from like, there's a time skip and everything. Hold on, my food's here.
In different arcs, at least they
Ooh. All right. We got the party box and a Baja Blast. You know how we get down over here, man. Okay. All right.
Trying to actually specify.
Oh, back to what I was saying. I don't know how long it's taken Luffy to get from Caesar's Island to Wano. Like, that's probably like how long do you think that took? Because think about it. He had to fight Doflamingo, right? Caesar's Island was obviously just like a day. Then he went to go fight Doflamingo like the very next day almost. I'm pretty sure it was only a day because they had time for the news to come out that Doflamingo wasn't the king anymore. And then the same day that that information was changed, I think that took like a total of 2 or maybe 3 days. And then immediately after they left, they rested for like a day, maybe not even, because they got kicked out by Fujitoro. So after that, they get kicked out. They leave. They go to Wano. After they go to Wano, they're there at Wano for like how long? They get there. They help everybody. That takes like 2 days, maybe 3 days at Wano to help everybody. And then after that, they go from helping everybody all the way to fucking Big Mom's Island. And that took like a week to get there. It took them like a few days to get to Wano too. So, yeah, bro. Holy shit. It took them a few days to get to, not Wano, Zunisha. There we go. Zunisha. Okay.
How many days actually occur between different arcs. At least they are in the beginning of the story before Oda then seems to drop that idea later on. But by noting that this is a waxing crescent moon, we get a frame of reference to track days later on as well. So, setting out from Syrup Village, the crew travels 1 day to Baratie, then spends a day at the Baratie, and while nighttime is not shown here, travel probably takes at least a day to get to Kokoyashi Village to then destroy Arlong Park, which of course takes yet another day, because that night they party under the first bright light of a quarter moon, which usually occurs 3.5 to 4 days after a waxing crescent. The crew then leaves Kokoyashi Village and travels 1 or 2 days to Loketown, where they spend the day and then flee from Smoker at night. And as the crew's preparing to finally enter the Grand Line, Luffy has actually only been adventuring for 2 weeks. That is 100 chapters worth of story for 2 weeks of in-story timeline. But if you feel like that's not that much time for, that much content and an entire East Blue saga, then, man, you're gonna love it when we're finally gonna get to Dressrosa. Anyways, the next day, the crew finally hits Reverse Mountain, does their little thing with Laboon, and then heads to Whiskey Peak, all within 1 single day. And that same night, while Zoro's cutting down like 100 guys, we get ourselves a waxing gibbous, placing this arc approximately 4 days after Arlong Park. Then after another day or 2 of travel, the crew finally heads over to Little Garden and heads out that very same day, but Nami starts getting real sick, so they detour towards Drum Island. Then 3 or 4 days later roughly, they meet Wapol and finally get onto but Nami heads over to Little Garden and heads out that very same day, but Nami starts...
That was 1 day? It was. That was 1 day. That's crazy.
Getting real sick, so they detour towards Drum Island. Then 3 or 4 days later roughly, they meet Wapol and finally get onto Drum Island itself. Now here specifically, one nice hint for it taking roughly 3 to 4 days is that Dr. Kureha calls Nami's illness the 5-day disease and notes that, if they'd gotten there a day or two later, she wouldn't have pulled through here. The Drum Island arc itself also takes roughly a day, and the crew seems to leave that very same night that they arrive. And I mean, you'd kind of think that Nami would like, a little bit more bed rest, but they've got an Alabasta to get to, so there's absolutely no time to waste, it seems. Our other hint for how long it's taken is that Oda actually gives us yet another chapter named after a moon phase, which is chapter 152, Full Moon, which should place the departure from Drum Island about 1 week after Whiskey Peak. Now combine that with the next week of travel to get to Alabasta, and the Straw Hats finally arrive at Vivi's homeland at just 1 month into Luffy's journey. And for the record, we do know it takes somewhere between 5 to 7 days because they actually meet Mr. 2 after 5 days, and Zoro mentions that he hasn't eaten in 4 days once they arrive in Alabasta. Okay, first big arc, right? Alabasta has by far the most days in any arc in the story so far. And by that I mean it's 1 week long, half of which is just Luffy sleeping after the battle with Crocodile. Here's the timeline. On day 1, the Straw Hats arrive in Nanohana, and that night they see a waning gibbous moon in chapter 152, placing this chapter roughly a week after the departure from Drum Island. On day 2 of Alabasta, the Straw Hats finally arrive at Yuba, but then head over to Rain Base to confront Crocodile. And on day 3, Operation Utopia commences for a nice long 41 chapter day. And once Luffy then wakes up 3 days later, they celebrate and get ready to head out the next morning under a moon that is still in the waning gibbous phase in chapter 213. Almost a fifth of the story so far. Next up, there is a potential gap in travel time to Jaya, but once the Straw Hats get there, they actually spend 1 night in which Luffy punches Bellamy under a half moon, which should place this within a week of them having left Alabasta. Oh, also, I guess this is as good a place as anywhere to acknowledge a very big disclaimer with using the moon phases as a strict marker of time here. You see, my astronomical homies out there know that the phases cycle through repeatedly, so while this could be the next half moon, theoretically, they could have traveled an entire off-panel month in between the moon cycle to just go back to this phase once again, which I hope you agree doesn't really make sense, but just to point out that this plotting isn't like an exact science and more like the best guesswork we can do based on the evidence presented in the text, but I'm pretty confident that this is actually the time frame because, again, it doesn't make sense for them to just travel for a whole month. Anyway.
On top of that, I will say this. Luffy could never stay, like, it wouldn't take them more than 2 weeks to travel anywhere, right? Like, to the next island. If that's the case, they'd spend at most 2 weeks in the sea. So if they'd only spend 2 weeks in the sea, then, I mean, and knowing Luffy, they'd only spend like 2 weeks in the sea most. Knowing Luffy and his character, Luffy is not sitting still when he touches land. He's conquering and moving on. Like, not really conquering, but you know Luffy, bro. He goes, figures out what he's gonna do, does what he's gonna do, and usually somebody interferes with that. He gets them out of his way, and he, you know what I'm saying, he moves on. He doesn't stay. He always moves on to the next thing. So the story couldn't possibly take any longer than what he's stated so far. This guy's got a really accurate estimate. That's all I'm saying.
On Jaya, they didn't have to leave for the Sky Islands the very next morning because the knock-up stream waits for no one. Then we get another 2-day arc within Skypiea, 1 night of which is spent partying with wolves, hitting the Nika pose. The next day, the Straw Hats then already dip, taking a whole bunch of treasure that the Sky Islanders were going to give them anyways. Add a likely couple of days for travel, and that now brings us to 1.5 months since Luffy set out here. The Davy Back fight on Long Ring Longland takes the better part of an afternoon, but their encounter with Admiral Aokiji leaves Robin and Luffy frozen completely solid, meaning that they take another 4 days for defrosting and recuperation. 3 days after they finally leave, they reach Kokoro's lighthouse, and she points them towards Water 7. Wow, a whole week into the saga, and they haven't even gotten to Water 7 at this point. Though it does turn out that Water 7 itself is only a 2-day affair. The first night is the climactic battle between Luffy and Usopp, and that same night we see another half moon in chapter 334, which should place this roughly a week after the previous half moon. And then the second night is the sea train ride to Enies Lobby, and the entire Enies Lobby raid takes place within 1 day. Then there's all the travel time back to Water 7, which should take another day or so, and then post Enies Lobby again takes a solid 5 days because construction of the Thousand Sunny was supposed to take a week, but they actually finished 2 days ahead of schedule, which is absolutely insane that they managed to build that giant ship so fast. Props to Frankie, I guess. Which means that we're now 2 months into the...
I guess. Props to Frankie, I guess. Why is he acting like Frankie hasn't made one of the most goated ships to ever touch the sea? The only other ship that we can actively say that we've seen is on par with the Straw Hat ship, the Thousand Sunny, is Whitebeard's ship, the Moby Dick. That's the only fucking ship that you could possibly say touches the Straw Hat's Thousand Sunny.
Journey in total. Next up, Thriller Bark seems like it might actually be the same day that they leave from Water 7 because the crew is still checking out the new features on the ship. And I mean, technically, if we only count when they actually show the day passing or explicitly state it, we can actually squeeze a lot of these arcs into literally taking place on the same day, which kind of seems impossible, but also is fairly funny to think about. I'm gonna be really
Thriller Bark happened in a day
here and say that this is probably like 2 days after Water 7 happens, because once the Straw Hats actually run into Thriller Bark, the whole zombie ordeal occurs over 1 day and 1 night, and there's a big, beautiful full moon in the sky, which would then place this about a week after the events of Luffy versus Usopp on Water 7. But sadly, this is now actually the point where we have to say goodbye to our favorite celestial body, because while it did seem like Oda up to this point was actually very intentionally plotting out the moon phases in the initial arcs of the story, he then just kind of suddenly stops after this one. Like, we will see the moon after this, of course, but it's a lot less frequently and a lot less obvious that Oda has been using it to actually track time. So, the morning after beating Moria, the crew is party wiped by Kuma, and then they sleep through the entire day. The day after that, they party really hard and Brook officially joins the crew, and they depart 2 days later. Then the crew travels another 3 or 4 days to the Red Line, then they meet Kami. They either arrive at Sabaody Archipelago that same day or the next after, but once they do land on Sabaody, it only takes 1 day before they get Kuma'd right out of there again. That makes it now 2 months and 2 weeks into the story so far. Kinda crazy when you really think about it. Then there's the entire bubble travel scene, right? This is actually kind of really hard to estimate. According to Sentomaru, anyone who gets flung by Kuma is said to travel for 3 days and 3 nights, but is this like a really accurate counter, or is it just like an urban legend? Oda himself actually only shows us 1 night for sure passing by as the Straw Hats are in the bubbles, but for now I'm just gonna take Sentomaru's word for it because he seems like a very
in the show. I'm pretty sure they showed that it was 3 days, 3 nights.
trustworthy guy. Luffy seems to only be on Amazon Lily for 1 day and 1 night, and according to Grandma Nion's explanation of the travel times through the Calm Belt, it should take 4.5 days roughly for Luffy and Hancock to make it all the way to Impel Down, which now makes it 2 months and 3 weeks. Here, Luffy spends 2 days in Impel Down in Marineford. The first day includes his loss against Magellan, and then he speedruns Ivankov's hormone treatment in just 20 hours. With the other day, Luffy and his new allies then of course battle out of Impel Down and head to Marineford, and then all the crazy events of the entire war of course take place on the same day, the same afternoon most likely. Skip ahead now 2 weeks later, and Luffy returns to Marineford with Rayleigh to ring the Ox Bell, spreading the entire 3 days, 2 years message to his crew around the entire world. And so, having been a crew for a grand total of around 3 months and 1 single week, the entire Straw Hat crew goes on a 2-year time skip, which means that the entire time skip is 8 times longer than Luffy's entire journey up to this point pre-time skip. But if you thought that that was crazy, things truly get insane when you really think about how the most recent crew members like Brooke and Frankie were pretty much on the crew for just like a week or two before they then got flung into oblivion by Kuma. Like, the dedication that they already have at this point is absolutely crazy. And
especially Frankie. Frankie could have just made himself a ship and gone right back to Water 7 for 2 years. But he decided to upgrade his gear in Vegapunk's lab for 2 years. That's crazy. Frankie is the only one with the capability to genuinely craft himself a boat and go wherever he wanted. He could have went to where Luffy was if he could have found out where he was at. Really think about it.
that now brings us to the post-time skip, where the arcs are getting way longer. But longer arcs, of course, doesn't always mean a longer timeline within the story, as we will see right away, because the Return to Sabaody Archipelago arc and all of Fishman Island takes place across one single day, with the Straw Hats departing from Fishman Island the next morning. Then the next day and the next night are spent on Punk Hazard, Caesar clowning around, I guess. Then the end of Punk Hazard and almost the entire Dressrosa arc take place also across a single day, which again, absolutely crazy. After Dofi's defeat, Luffy then sleeps for 3 full days in Dressrosa, meaning that not only does he sleep off panel for longer than the entire Dressrosa arc, he actually sleeps longer here than the entire rest of the post-time skip saga so far. Then, 5 days after Luffy heads for Zou, Sanji is taken by Pekoms and Beige for the wedding. 2 days after that, Luffy's group then finally makes it to Zou, and at a solid 7 days of sailing, this could be the longest time that the Straw Hats have ever sailed between 2 different places, if, you know, we only count the travel times that are actually like explicitly stated in the story. And if you've kept count, that means we're now 2 weeks only into the post-time skip saga. Luffy then spends 2 days on Zou, and on the first night there, my beloved one is back. It's a full moon in chapter 811. I mean, you don't actually see the full moon because it's really cloudy that night, which is kind of good because otherwise the Minks would have all gone absolute beast mode. But it is, you know, a little bit of a nice piece of foreshadowing for the entire Sulong form reveal later on in Whole Cake Island, which, you know, is definitely not about to break the entire timeline or anything like that. All right, the wedding is now approaching fast, so I'm kind of assuming that it takes Luffy around 5 to 7 days to reach Big Mom's territory, and from an amount of time passed perspective, Whole Cake Island has gotta be my absolute new favorite arc ever, because it turns out that this arc specifically takes place across not 1, not 2, but 5 days, and we actually get to see every single one of them. Here we go. The first day of Whole Cake Island, Luffy reaches Big Mom's territory, accidentally poisons himself, and then gets a big, really wet and sloppy kiss from Reiju. Once they then actually get into Totland, Luffy spends the entire night fighting Cracker. The day after that finally begins with a very one-sided fight between Luffy and Sanji, and then ends with Sanji bringing Luffy his meal later in the same spot. The next day is Operation Tea Party, and during that same night, Luffy starts fighting with Katakuri for 10 hours through the entire night while the crew starts evading Big Mom. And this night specifically is what really starts to cause a lot of problems for me here figuring out the timeline, because Carrot goes Sulong, which means that very quickly after the last one, in chapter 888, there's already another full moon, which means one of a few things here. Option 1, I was absolutely wrong about it taking a week to get to Whole Cake Island, and it actually took an entire month, which kind of feels, again, weird given the urgency of needing to get there soon enough to stop the entire wedding from happening. Option 2, very fun one, there are multiple moons in the One Piece world, which has been a very long-running theory based on the planetary model we see in the Library of Ohara. Or 3, the moon phases simply take different amounts of times to change, or a very long-running
That really is the One Piece world, huh? Because it has the line in the middle. That's the red line. Probably down here at the bottom is oh well, yeah. Calm belt right here. Islands all over the place. Making sense? It could have multiple moons.
Theory based on the planetary model we see in the Library of Ohara, or 3, the moon phases simply take different amounts of times to change, than they do in the real world. Maybe the moon revolves around the One Piece planet faster. But then as you realize, if that's the case, then it would mean that none of the moon phases we were using in the pre-timeskip arc can actually be reliably counted towards figuring out how much time has passed. Or secret option number 4, when Oda started the series, he actually tried using the moon phases as a very reliable indicator, but once the post-timeskip saga started hitting, he just kind of abandoned that idea entirely, and the full moons are just kind of like vibe-based and happen whenever he needs some mink to go Sulong form. Really, there's just no way at this point to really know for sure whether the moon is still a reliable counter for
don't disrespect my nigga Oda like that ever again.
Time or not. But if you have a better idea, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, on the final day of Whole Cake Island, Big Mom eats a very delicious cake, the Straw Hats flee, and Big News Morgan spreads the news of the 5th Emperor around the world. At this point, we're 1 month into the post-time skip as the Straw Hats escape Big Mom's territory, or if the full moon did take a whole month, then we are at 1 month and 2 weeks. After this, as you know, Luffy finally reaches Wano, where the Straw Hats who have stayed on Zou have already been undercover for around a couple of weeks here. However, being undercover is not Luffy's strong suit, so 1 day later after arriving, Luffy is already defeated by Kaido and thrown into jail in the Udon prison mines. Once Luffy had been on Wano for 5 days, Big Mom catches up, beginning the entire Amnesia plotline, and then 2 days after that, Big Mom liberates the Udon prison, is captured and taken to Onigashima, where she
He was only locked up for 2 days? I thought he was locked up for longer than that.
Begins fighting Kaido, and Yasui is also executed. RIP. All of that happens just 1 week into Wano, which gives Luffy and the rest of the anti-Kaido forces about 1 more week to train and then prepare before the final raid on Onigashima. Now, during the raid on Onigashima though, we've got yet another big problem because, yep, figures, there is already yet another full moon. And whereas I used to absolutely love whenever the moon popped up in the story to measure time, now it has me actively pulling my hair out and then ordering Rogaine to replace the hair I just pulled out. Let's not do that. So for my Moon Piece believers out there, then that means there was a full month between Zou and Whole Cake Island, and then another full month between Whole Cake Island and Wano. That would then put the raid of Onigashima at 2 months and 2 weeks after the initial time skip began, which doesn't feel awful as a timeline, I will say. It still just kind of means that the travel times between Zou and Whole Cake were just a lot longer than I would have ever assumed, and that Whole Cake Island and Wano are just half as close as those two were. Anyways, moving on. After Kaido's defeat, the Straw Hats chill in Wano for another 2 weeks, which is quite long. They kind of deserve the break at this point, to be honest. They really should treat themselves to more downtime on these islands a little bit more often, I think. And that brings the total time for the Wano arc to 1 month, the longest.
Wano was also 200 episodes. I think you start Wano at episode 9. It's like very late in the 800s or early 900s. It doesn't end until he doesn't fight Kaido until 1081, if I'm correct. Yeah, I don't think he actually starts throwing hands with Kaido until 1081.
Arc in One Piece history, in both senses, both in real world time, which was like over 4 years, and in universe. Which means that we're now at 2 years and 5 months for the entire series after Luffy set out to travel, right, so far, or we can also tack on a little bit extra time for the Moon Believers out there as well. And that now brings us to the current saga. The travel time to Egghead Island is kind of vague again, but it's probably around another week or so. Once they then arrive on Egghead, the whole affair takes a couple of days, with them battling the Gorosei and escaping the very next day. Once they're then rescued by the Giants, they're still at sea 2 days later when everyone realizes that half the Straw Hats are suddenly just missing, having been taken to Elbaf by Rhodes Raven here. But once they wake up, the entire missing, having been taken to Elbaf by Rhodes Raven here. But half the Straw Hats are suddenly just missing, having been taken to Elbaf
How did he take them?
by Rhodes Raven here. But once they wake up, the entire Elbaf arc, at least so far, has been happening over one single day again. Which makes the final count for the journey right now approximately 2 years, 5 months, and 2 weeks, or we can add another month or so if we can, still count on the moon phases. Again, let me know what you think in the comments about that. And after this arc, I'm pretty sure that Luffy will sleep for another full week at least, bringing the series to a final war, a war sure to be reminiscent of Elbaf's crazy mural, which, in terms of time, has been way, way older, at least 800 years, and it shows history from back probably to at least 3,000 years. If you want to know everything that's depicted here, I break it down in this video. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to this new channel. Yes, this is not Ohara, and I will hopefully see you in the next video.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. He had a pretty accurate timeline. He had a very accurate timeline. My only thing was that technically, it could have only taken them a couple days to get to Wano because there was no full moon at Zoe, right? There was no full moon at Zoe, so it could have taken them just a couple nights to get to Whole Cake Island, and then it would have taken them just a couple nights to get to Wano, which is weird because that doesn't make sense. Or maybe it does if Luffy gets to Wano 2 days after, a full moon happens. He gets there 2 days after, or 3 days after, I think he says he got there. Gets there 3 days after. After he gets there, he fights Kaido 1 night after. So it's 4 days in, he fights Kaido. He's in jail for 2 days before he gets freed. So that's a week almost right there. So then boom, he gets time to prepare in 2 weeks. Fuck. That's weird, bro. It must have taken longer because also, like, Frankie, Zoro, Usopp, Robin. Yeah, those 4. They all had jobs that they were trusted at, and Sanji 5. They all had trusted jobs. So and it says that they were there for about 2 weeks. Let's see. Let's look this up. How long were Zoro, Sanji, Frankie, Robin, and Usopp in Wano before Luffy got there while he was handling business in Whole Cake Island in One Piece?
It's not years, more like a couple of weeks. The Straw Hats that headed to Wano split off from Luffy's group after Zoo, and by the time Luffy reached Wano, the others had been there roughly 2 weeks, setting up and blending in.
That's exactly what I thought. So even ChatGPT said that, because I remember that's what they said. They said they'd been there for about 2 weeks. That was the timeline. So it took them 2 weeks to handle the entire Whole Cake Island situation. I'm assuming it took them like 4 or 5 days to get there. It took them 3 days to handle the situation. And then it took them a week to get there from Whole Cake Island to Wano. So if it took them a week to get from Whole Cake Island to Wano, because that's the only thing that makes sense. It taking them a week to get from there to the Whole Cake Island to Wano, because like it has to take 2 weeks. Has to. That's the only thing it has to. So it took them about what? I'd say a week. I'm gonna have to say a week. Then boom, they end up going. They end up going from Whole Cake Island to Wano. Then boom, they're there for like a day before he fights Kaido. Boom, after he fights Kaido, he's in jail for two days. So that's 3 days. Boom, 3 days of him in prison, and then like a week of them getting time to prepare. So that's what, 2 weeks? They're there for 3 weeks at this point. And now they're fighting on Onigashima in one night. So either a full moon happens in 3 weeks, or something's just completely fucked with this timeline. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. That was my reaction. That was us looking at the entire One Piece timeline and how long it took canonically. Thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video. I appreciate you for clicking. Go ahead and share the. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you for clicking on the video. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, and share with your friends and your family members. Man, I'm gonna be uploading every day. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night.